Okay, welcome to the Terminator Photoshop exercise. I'll go through this quite quickly. You can use the pause button when you're watching this if you miss anything. The first thing you need to do is open up the two graphics that we're going to be using today. Once you've got those two open, you'll need to unlock them. That allows us to make changes to them. Unlock them both. And then the next thing that you should do is check that auto select and show transform are ticked. In this case they're not. To do that, so that you can see that, you'll need to tick the selection tool. Once you've clicked that, you should see these two boxes and you need to make sure that they're ticked. That makes it easier to drag objects around. Well, that's the only way to drag objects around. Once you've done that, you'll need to go back to the Terminator picture. You'll notice the layer on the bottom right hand corner. If you right click the layer and to click duplicate layer, and then it'll ask us where do we want to duplicate the layer to. We'll pick Angelina Jolie's picture, click OK, and then it doesn't look like anything's happened, but when you click your Angelina Jolie picture, you notice the head has been moved over there. The next thing that you'll notice is that if you click the picture, you can move it around. That's what the Show Transform tools does. So what we want to do is enlarge this picture. It's difficult to see what part you're covering. So if, once you've got the picture clicked, you click opacity on the bottom right where my mouse pointer is, and you take it down to something like 60%. You can see the picture underneath, and it makes it easier to get your picture into scale. Once so what you need to do is get your picture so that it matches. I'm in a rush today, so it's probably not going to be too perfect, but you just want to get it as close as you can. Once you've done that, if you go back and click the selection tool in the top corner here, it'll ask you to apply. Apply meaning save the changes you've done. So click apply and it's done. Best thing to do now is to remember to go back to the opacity and put it back to 100%. So now we've got one picture in front of the other one. What we want to do now is to put this underneath this picture. So we just drag it down a layer and now it appears underneath. So now we've done that, what we want to do is click the Angelina layer, and then we want to add a new layer to this. So you'll notice on the bottom there's a add a layer mask. So you click Angelina's photo, click add a layer mask, and you'll notice it shows you the layer mask there. Something else you need to do as well is then make sure that this on the bottom left hand corner is set to black, so you just reverse it like that. Once you've done that, you can then select the brush, and then you can alter the size of the brush, so perhaps we'll make this a little bit larger, and then as you rub away, you notice you start to reveal the layer that's underneath. One thing you'll need to look out for is that you've actually got this layer selected. So when you click here, you need to make sure you're working on this one to make the changes. If I click this, I'm working on the Angelina, and it's not going to, as you can see, it's not going to reveal anything. If I press Control, Alt, and Z, I can undo the changes I just made. So I need to make sure I'm working on this layer to reveal what's underneath. Once I'm happy with my effect, I'm pretty much done. But this probably doesn't look as good as it could, so there's a lot of other effects we can do. If you click the two icons here, you've got Blur Tool, Sharpen Tool, Smudge Tool, and you've also got the Burn Tool. This is a particularly good one for this exercise. If you move it around outside of the area, you can alter the effects. To do this properly, we don't want to do it on the layer underneath, so we want to click back to the Angelina photo, and we want to do the damage to the layer on top. So by moving the burn tool around, we darken the skin. So if you wanted to give somebody a black eye, you just click burn and add the effect underneath. And then by doing this, you can make the effects look more realistic. And that is pretty much how you reveal a layer underneath another layer. And if you've got any problems with that, you can just go back through these exercises and replay them. Thank you.